A little over 2 years ago, Westwood Studios released an innovative real-time strategy game called Dune 2. Although Sting didn't appear in the game, Dune 2 was met with critical praise and a rabid, sometimes frightening armada of devoted fans. Now the folks at Westwood are preparing to duplicate and surpass that success with Command & Conquer. Command & Conquer takes place on Earth about 10 years in the future. Political turmoil has decreased until a mysterious substance called Tiberium falls to Earth. Tiberium, although itself toxic, draws precious minerals from the soil, leaving them in easily collectible packets on the surface. The Tiberium effect spawns a new race for power. The peacekeeping agency, sort of a near-future UN, is the Global Defense Initiative. And now an ancient terrorist force has decided to come out into the open at last, the diabolical Brotherhood of Nod. To further explain the situation, here's Edie Larimore, lead designer of both Dune 2 and Command & Conquer.
The Tiberium rush is the new gold rush. It's the new oil rush. It's the ultimate resource, and the fight for this is what brings out the Brotherhood, basically, into making their move for world domination, finally.
The near-future setting of Command & Conquer has given the design team the opportunity to include both realistic and speculative military units. Tanks and dune buggies will be familiar to any Dune 2 veteran. Armored protective cars let you safely transport infantrymen, which can fire rockets, lob grenades, and even spread napalm. And the wonders of stealth technology can turn your tanks into a land-based version of the Klingon bird of prey. Command & Conquer will also make wide use of airborne units. Like the ornithopters in Dune 2, you won't directly control their movement, but this time around you will select targets for them to attack. Naval units will also be deployed, but not to the extent of their land and air-based counterparts. In Dune 2, there were 3 omnipresent types of terrain: rock, spice, and sand. A tremendous amount of sand. Damn, there was a lot of sand. Command & Conquer will feature realistic Earth terrain shown in an isometric 3D view. Temperate, desert, snow, and nighttime terrain sets will be included, with the possibility of more.
Terrain plays a big part in tactics warfare, battle warfare. So there are obstacles that you can burn down. There are obstacles, the different terrain types allow different movement rates. I mean, it's a whole other dimension to the battle.
Another improvement over Dune 2 is the variety of the missions. Dune 2's scenarios were all of the kill, kill, kill variety, while in Command & Conquer you will also have to capture buildings, steal technologies, orchestrate escort missions, and more. Command & Conquer features a branching mission tree, sort of like Origin's Wing Commander series, with about 15 missions per side on the winning path, as well as extra ones to enhance the replay value. All of Command & Conquer's enhancements make it a potentially more difficult game to learn than Dune 2. The designers are trying to allow new players to learn the game by keeping the earliest missions fairly simple. After all, who wants to read the manual 5 times?
There's a lot more to learn than Dune 2. Again, you have a few more options. You don't have to learn as many interface tricks, but instead of learning how to kill, you might want to learn how to capture. You might want to learn how to escort, learn how to burn down a tree, or that you even can burn down a tree.
In Command & Conquer, it won't always be just you versus your enemy. As with real-life military operations, civilians and neutral cities can complicate matters. The side you play for will determine how you deal with them.
Occasionally in scenarios, civilians get in your way. Depending on what philosophy you are or what you're playing, you can blow them up, or you can recruit them, or you can, hold them hostage. Adding civilians to the whole arena was an interesting move for us, and a lot of opportunities for dramatizing. And there's even a couple of scenarios where you save the town, or you capture the town, or you flame the town.
As you may have noticed, Command & Conquer will feature generous use of animation. These sequences are rendered in SVGA and blend 3D studio art with digitized actors. Even before the game's release, the quality of these sequences is utterly dazzling. The animated sequences will advance the storylines between missions, and they will even occasionally pop up in the middle of missions in the form of live in-the-field transmissions. The most important feature to be included in Command & Conquer is the multiplayer mode. CNC will feature 2-player games over modem and serial cable, and the net game currently features 4 players, with the possibility of expanding to 8 by the game's release. From this early look, it seems that Command & Conquer has everything going for it. It has taken the core of its gameplay from one of the most addictive games of the known universe and dressed it up with heaps of goodies. Currently scheduled for release in early May, Command & Conquer may result in some serious production delays in a certain CD mag. Look for a full review in a future episode of IE if we can stop playing long enough to get one out.